Hello, everyone. Look who it is. You know
That's
what's going
me.
to happen. It's the day in which there won't be a ring, but it is a proposal.
Ooh.
The first proposal of Pride and Prejudice is
Wow.
coming today. Check out my Patreon, Doodle-a-Doot, extended bonus episodes. My name is Ashley Clements.
My name is Maxwell Glick. And this is the Look Back Diaries.
It's a big one. It's a big one for Collins.
Yes.
It's a big one for Lizzie. It's a big event.
I'm going to take your word for it. I'm like, what are we watching now?
Let's look back. I thought this top was super cute.
So I've been home with my
It's lovely.
mother for about 2 weeks.
Thank you so much. I mean, it's not mine. This is one of those like borrowed things that I was. Of all of them, I think this is the one I would have liked to have
And my
kept.
mother has taken nuts to a new level.
Ooh.
And you can see that, as I've referenced, that we were sweating. I think that's why my hair is up too. It's just like it's hot. I need
It's
it on my
hot.
neck.
This is that. This must have been
But I
later
get
in
to
the
be in a
day.
tank top, and you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it probably was later in the day. We might have gone in order on your episodes. Because
Yeah. I think we.
whenever we could, we tried to.
I feel like we did. This is.
Of course.
That's just actually how I wink.
Anytime a young man comes to visit one of her daughters, she seems to have forgotten he's engaged. I suppose it is partially my fault for proposing.
Engaged.
Oh, right. Yes. To your totally real fiance in
Yes.
Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Jamie.
Jamie. He knows when I've been sleeping. He knows when I'm awake.
Oh, I hear it coming.
Santa. A stocky, annoying, talkative, evil Santa. Stalking might actually be better because then at least I could get a restraining order. He's not
Whoa.
bad.
It's like a legal thing. I don't know that we should joke about stalking. Stalking's a serious issue.
Yeah.
Good evening, Miss Beck. Oh, good God.
Yeah.
Don't be alarmed. I garnered your mother's permission.
Garnered.
Oh, yes, because that
Jeez.
is required to enter my bedroom. I'm here for a private audience. Well,
Also,
I'm
like,
recording a video,
how
so if you
weird
can't say it's the entire
to
internet,
ask someone's mom, like, is it okay if I go into Lizzie's room now?
Yeah.
It's like a kid.
Yeah, it is.
Like, can I go visit Lizzie?
No, I mean,
Again, he just doesn't
how do I
know.
begin?
Yeah, I
My
know.
efforts to impress me have not gone
Oh
unnoticed.
man, this is great, right?
Many qualities. You know what? I think that my mom probably needs. You're nervous, of course. My intentions have been too obvious.
Get your face.
In fact, when I
You're
saw you
touching
again,
me.
I knew
Yeah.
that you
Nobody
were
invited
the
you to
woman.
touch me.
You can't be serious.
And that is one of those, like,
Share the most
line crossing
important part of my
moments
Yeah.
where you can see my hand is so uncomfortable and that you're
Yeah.
not letting go of it.
Bennett,
Oh.
would you become my new business partner? What?
Ah.
I'm offering you a
Yeah, big.
partnership at my company.
I wonder what the audience thought. We'll find out in the comments. But, like,
Yeah.
You're offering me a
or did they expect a romantic proposal by this point, or had he clearly
reasons for seeking
set a
business
non-romantic precedent?
Maybe-
And
That was my original
we did
intent in
plant this
attending Vivian.
fiance.
First of all, secondly,
Yeah, because they
finally, my
Now
Oh,
that was
gosh,
not
that-
cut.
strongly
Like,
suggested I
that
be a
was written that
stalwart
way.
partner with a
The
vivacious
idea
Yes.
being that
but she can't
you had
possibly
talked a lot.
approve of someone who's still in grad school. Oh, no, she is sure to approve of you, and I can
Well, in
easily
fact, she
compensate
does
for your lack of connections or business acumen.
Oof.
Good.
I just insulted you.
Of course, you will
What
have
is up
to
with
pay
people
for studying
proposing to Lizzie
such a great personal
while insulting
sacrifice,
her?
but I am willing to make it. I had envisioned a colleague with a higher degree, but
Oh.
in any case,
You
That's so
yourself
mean.
said that you don't have a
I'd
PhD.
like to start.
That's
but I
so-
haven't accepted
So mean.
offer. Negotiating.
Yeah, I mean, and I appreciate
Just
that, like,
proving I made the right choice.
you know,
Well,
Lizzie's
this
not like a
thing-
total
Sweetening
jerk.
the deal with
This made no sense. Like, why would you have brought the different sized envelopes?
Envelopes. I remember
It's just
this.
a funny
with the-
visual bit.
Yes.
Instructional videos. I'm saying no.
I-
Amazing. Such a shrewd and calculating individual.
Yeah.
I should have expected this.
Well, I do
Indeed, I
think that
did.
it's been a while now, but I think that is like Pride and Prejudice, that he's like, ah, yes, you were supposed to say no and you did, so now I ask again.
Please,
Yes.
Mr. Collins. No, I'm talking now. Me. Let me talk. Just
Ah, yeah.
shut up.
That's good. Yes.
I'm not
he's-
negotiating. I'm not being being shrewd or calculating.
Yeah, I don't feel as bad about Lizzie being mean anymore.
I mean it with all due respect that I
Because when you don't
possibly
listen to somebody's no,
when I say I don't
especially as a
want
woman,
to be your
we are
business
very
partner.
frustrated by that. It
Yes.
happens a lot.
Yeah. I'm sure. And like this,
well connected, funded, and
I deserve that.
Well, and like, you know, this is mirroring Pride and Prejudice, but let me tell you, this is also very much how modern men often respond to being rejected.
Yeah.
Like, I'm great.
Yeah.
Actually, you're the one who sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you just a minute ago you wanted to ask me out, and now you think I'm terrible.
Yeah. No,
so
this
mad.
is
the kind of present an evil Santa would give.
this is good. This is exactly how you should react to that. Because
It just gets better and better.
But we see your own kind of rejection, anger kind of bubbling up in a way that
yeah, that was one of Colin's worst moments.
Yeah.
There. He was.
Yeah, probably the worst.
That was the worst. He was really awful there. Yeah, he deserved what you gave him there. It was not good.
Look, it's all gonna work out.
Yeah, it is. I remember the bit with the envelopes. I remember Bernie really like loving the envelope bit.
Yeah,
like,
I remember like
loved the envelopes.
and yeah, no, you're right.
Yes.
When you say that, I feel like I can hear him giggling.
Yeah. He loved the small envelope, and then the next one. But then the next one is so big. He loved the envelopes. I remember that specifically about this episode. I think it was just a fun sight gag, I guess. You know.
It was. But as hard as I have been on Lizzie through Colin's interactions,
Yeah.
it is a place where I really see the violation of it getting to her.
Yes.
I do remember, as the actor, really focusing on what it was like to have somebody continually show up in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Like what that would really feel like to have someone I did not want continuing to invade what is supposed to feel like safe space. It's one thing, like, yes, people barge in all the time. They're her sisters. She lives with them. She's known them since birth. Like,
yes.
It's annoying, but it's a different kind of relationship, and that this really feels violating.
Yes.
In a way.
It did. You had enough, as
enough.
you should.
No means no, buddy.
Yeah,
well written and well acted. That, you know, we've heard previous episodes, people saying, you know, but I kind of like Collins and he's kind of cute, and then this being a clear line that you've crossed.
Exactly.
At least to me, I would think.
I think
Actually,
so.
what are let's look at the comments. What do they think?
Okay.
Do they agree? Lauren Conrad says, this is the absolute most perfect analogy between today's women and Regency era women. Today, we all think that Elizabeth was rational in rejecting the marriage proposal, but hundreds of young Regency women thought that as annoying as Collins was, she was insane for refusing. Now the internet viewers think that as annoying as Ricky is, Lizzie is insane for refusing. Did they?
Huh.
Did they think that Lizzie was dumb for turning down this business proposal?
I don't know.
We don't really know like what the offer was. We don't know in
no.
monetary amounts. Ruth
Oh wow, they
Kendrick
felt
said,
bad. Yeah.
So we all feel kind of bad for Mr. Collins, but that just goes to show how well they adapted this to the present day. We find it ridiculous that she didn't accept or even consider the job, but that's how everyone would react to her rejecting the proposal of marriage in the time. Geez, they're so brilliant. Okay, they're much more on your side than I would have expected.
It's really funny.
The Girl on Fire 25 says, personally, I don't find it ridiculous she didn't accept or consider the job. Thank you. It wasn't just that he was annoying. For me, the deal breaker was when he said she'd have to stop her studies and then demeaned her for not having a higher degree.
Yeah.
Yes. And then he really showed his true colors by saying she'd probably never get an offer as good with her connections and degree. Haughty and rude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're really rude. Oh, man.
Ash Alonso says, this really helped me better understand Lizzie's outrage in the novel. The analogy of a business proposal illustrates the importance of marriage back then, and the way Collins built up to it had the perfect comic tone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Ada Victoria says, I would have felt so offended because it's as if he's saying, you'll do, and you'll never do any better than this. Exactly.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Bryn Catherine says those jump cuts between each of Ricky's proposal reasons crack me up every time. They're pretty much what happens in my brain whenever I'm reading this part of the novel. Thank you. Is in Bohemian. This is controversial. So I'm reading more takes than I normally do. Is in Bohemian Rhapsody says he's actually being really rude to her. Yeah, thank you. She may have been snarky and prickly, but some of the things he was saying to her were completely inappropriate. Not to mention, he wasn't listening to her at all. Not exactly what you want in a business partner. And I don't think she was all that much out of line. Thank you. I agree.
I agree too.
I mean, that
Obviously,
was certainly the intention, right? Like, I
yeah,
think we were maybe, if anything, at the time, a bit surprised by how much people liked Collins.
probably. I mean, I think that's true.
You're like, I wasn't surprised. Everyone loves me.
Hey, I think yeah, but that's probably why some people were on Colin's side here because they were like, no, I like him.
You are very lovable, and that Collins was just kind of, awkward for a
Yeah.
lot of it. But we do, the writers do have him clearly insult her, first of all, directly
Yes.
insult her. And I don't know,
Yes.
I feel like I vaguely remember that at the time, some of the comments, understanding how weird it was that he kept barging into her room. Like, I think
Yeah.
for some of the audience who are not recognizing that as much in these comments, at least, they might just be so used to watching everyone's in Lizzie's
Right.
room and this is a set. But
Yeah.
as
No,
the
it was
actor, I was really trying to focus on the fact that, like, this is my
this
bedroom.
this is really weird.
Like,
Like,
and also, the audience can't see it, but in Lizzie's bedroom, there would have been a bed just off camera. And because this actually was Jenny and Stuart's bedroom, there was a bed just off camera. And there is something about being a woman next to a bed with a man that you do not want to be in that bed with, who is
yeah.
touching you, won't let go of you,
Yes.
won't listen to you
It's
say no, like that does
not
bring
good.
up
It's
some stuff.
really,
And
yeah.
I know that I was really leaning into that.
It really worked.
That other people aren't. Thank you, but I just
Yeah.
want if you're at home going like, no, I think Lizzie was still mean. There's a bed right next
Yeah.
to us. Like, at least he leaves the door open. It's very weird.
Yes. No.
Not
this
as weird
was-
as the fact that in the next episode, you and Charlotte are in my bedroom alone.
Why are we in there alone?
But yeah, Collins
that's
is
weird.
not done being weird. But major plot. I mean, these 3 episodes in a row, right? This is major plot stuff because
Yeah.
you proposed to me. Spoiler alert: you're about to propose to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Charlotte's going to accept, and we get the Lizzie Charlotte fight. So, like, this is some real
Big stuff here. Wow.
plot wheels turning.
This is
And
big. Yeah.
Not every episode is so plot heavy. So this is
No.
major.
Because you have the one with me and Lydia, and that's just fun.
Yeah, that's
no,
just-
that's not plot. And then you get this thing, which is like, yeah, there's big stuff. It's very crucial. Yeah, these are crucial episodes.
And a
yeah.
balance of, the funny stuff and the more serious stuff.
Yeah.
42 was our first really, like, serious episode. But
Wow.
this is,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for being here and making such an insistent proposal and for bringing your memories and insight to the Look Back Diaries.
This was a lot of fun. Really, like, super fun.
It was
Yeah.
fun making the show 10 years ago with you.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Life changing.
I can say, because I've already filmed the episode, that you are not going to be back for a little bit, but I hope that you will join us again when we go to, I mean, you've got to join us when we go to Collins and Collins. Like, your name's in it, man.
Oh, I will be there.